You saw Rhys as well?
Yes, I love Rhys Nicholson.
Oh my God.
Dude, Rhys Nicholson is amazing.
Could you tell me a little bit more about Rhys's comedy for people who are watching?
For people who have not seen Rhys, Rhys is, I would say, sassy.
Nice.
Very well put together.
Nice.
Rhys is gay. I don't know if that matters, but that's like just to explain that a lot of people are out and proud, and there's a lot of representation, and that like context is very important because it just makes you. It's another perspective. It's another perspective of somebody's life, which is very refreshing and unique. So that's there. This show in particular, which I saw, was just first of all, though, there are some comics who are not put together, and then there's some comics who are put together.
Yeah.
Rhys is one of those suited up, bow tie, hair gel, everything put together comic. You feel like you've come out for a show and you're like in the 1940s. It's very Marvelous Mrs. Maisel vibes. Like, if you know, like the person is that put together, it's like you feel like it's a night out.
Nice.
You're like, I want a glass of wine and I want to enjoy the witticisms of this person. I don't know a better word. Of course, he's hilarious.
Right.
Like, he's as funny as anyone who doesn't put in the effort. Aisa kuch nahi hai. That doesn't matter. But how you present yourself on stage also makes it. Right?
Exactly, yeah.
And sometimes you don't present yourself well, and that also makes the show. Like, because then you are that person who's like a loser.
Correct,
People laugh differently. But this one is like, this is like a show, you know, you're all dressed up, you're watching somebody do a good job. This one I'm just thinking what I can talk about.
More than the show, is there anyone that kind of like, not the show, but when you saw, what did you feel inspired by?
You know, there was actually a part in the show, now that you've said it, that I don't have to talk about the exact show. One is which I learned from, this is when Prashasti and I went to watch it in 2022. There were two men who were, the best way to describe them is like straight, white, toxic male men. And they kept like, so this is like a lecture hall. The lecture hall in Edinburgh University was turned into a...
But is it part of assembly or is it part of like Pleasance?
It was underbelly.
Ooh.
It was Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Cutie. It was Hufflepuff. Yeah, it was so cute.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they were sitting behind us and they kept talking. They kept murmuring throughout the show. And Rhys called them out very respectfully 2-3 times. Called them out funnily. It was like, please stop talking, whatever. Then after 2 minutes after he said that, after he acknowledged them 2-3 times, as funnily as he could, the fourth time they got up in the middle of the show and they left. Like, and you can see them leaving. So the stage is here. This is the hall. So they're walking and the doors are right next to the stage. And
It's a lecture hall.
Yeah, and they left really rudely. They were like, oh, we're not enjoying or like whatever. And he was, I think part of it was he was talking about coming out also and like discussing, like he had jokes about his partner. And the audience was on Rhys' side. So he could have really said whatever he wanted to. But he didn't. He was a class act. He he addressed a few things and he was like, whatever, water under the bridge. I'm still doing my thing.
That's amazing.
And they just went right back on like a true professional, back on his show. And I was like, great.
That's a good class act. I feel like, okay, Rhys, it's a class act. You end up going watching.